campers, welcome to Farmeritaville. This one's been a long time coming, but I'm so happy because we finally made it. We made it to Universal Horror Unleashed. The year-round HHN installment by Universal in the middle of the desert in Sin City in Las Vegas. So let's dive in and check out what that experience was like. Out front, it looks like you're going into one of the soundstage haunts. It's actually themed to be a giant warehouse, a movie warehouse with like all the different horrors from Horror Unleashed and Halloween Horror Nights. And the story behind the logo is that the horror of Horror Nights has been constrained to a seasonal time of year. It only gets to break free and get out during those Halloween months. But at Horror Unleashed, it is fully unleashed, and that is symbolized with the red creeping up from the bottom of the logo. That's a deep dive nerd thing that I heard at a panel with some of the creators of this some time back. As you get inside, they have a beautiful midway area. It feels like HHN. It smells like HHN. Obviously, they're sourcing their fog and effects and all that from the same type of places. And the first thing you wander upon is the Boiler Bar, and it is this massive themed bar. It's one of the themed bars, and it goes off about every 15 minutes with steam and sound effects and lights flashing, and puts on nice atmospheric ambience as you're enjoying your drink. So, of course, I had to get some liquid courage before I went any further. I tried the Severed Pear, which is one of the signature cocktails at the Boiler Bar. Each of the themed bars has one or two specific drinks to that bar, and then the Craft House Blood Moon Blonde is the exclusive beer to the entire experience, and that's available at all the bars. While we enjoyed our first drink, we just took in the atmosphere. The big showstopper for me was the flying vampires overhead, and just this big impressive rig where stunt performers could fly back and forth over your head, and they would just come and go throughout the evening. The other thing we took in was the common stage. I don't know, the Jack stage, I don't know the actual name for it, but they had a great comedy juggler come out, and his voice and mannerisms makes me believe very strongly that he used to play Beetlejuice in one of the parks.
Different time. But anyway, I know what you're thinking already, but don't worry, you're not flipping the bill for this show. No, because Universal paid an arm.
Then we started to get into the houses, and the interesting thing about the houses is that they surprisingly did let you film inside. Video and photos were allowed as long as you didn't use a flash, so that is a unique element. They have 4 houses: Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Exorcist, which is based on the newest Exorcist movie from a couple years ago, and then Scarecrow the Reaping, which is an original HHN house, as well as Universal Studios Monsters, which is obviously a Universal property. I'll say this about these houses. They are all 4 straight out of the parks. They've been at the parks before. They transplanted them to this space. They are almost identical, not just in creative terms, but the way they cast it. The big question that a lot of us were asking when this was announced was, are they going to design, your typical year-round haunted house is built to run on much fewer actors than, a full seasonal haunted house when you've got people lined up around the block in October because it's actually Halloween time and you have a lot of actors. These houses were not built for everyday use and minimal staffing. They are fully staffed HHN-style houses. I counted approximately 15 actors per house, give or take. It was obvious in a couple places that they were short-staffed the night that we were there, which is to be expected. But if you're not like me, you're not going to pick up on that sort of thing. The general public probably wouldn't notice, but the style of the houses is very much like it is in the parks at HHN. There was a very cool tornado effect in the Scarecrow the Reaping house that I thought was very awesome, using kind of a curved projection screen and some fans and fog, and very cool tornado and a cornfield effect, which I thought was neat. The Exorcist house was based on the newest Exorcist film. I don't know what it's called. I'm not a very good YouTuber, so sue me. But Google it. It's that one. And where the new little girl is possessed, and has a lot of the same scenes that I remember from the Orlando version of that house. Texas Chainsaw Massacre I really appreciated because it was very much an immersive show. It felt exactly like you were walking through the 1970s movie It was very true to the tune of the original movie. It wasn't based on any of the remakes, which I appreciated. Universal Monsters House, hands down my favorite just because of the content. You went through all these great sections like Frankenstein's Lab and Phantom of the Opera and things like that. Unfortunately, I only got to do that one once. All the other ones I did get to do twice. There are different ticket types. You can buy a chicken ticket, which just lets you in the midway with no haunted houses. You can buy one time each through all the haunts, or you can get an unlimited pass, which is what we did, where you go through all the haunted houses as many times as you want. And I had every intent of going through these haunts over and over again to really soak it in. But we were there with local friends that live in Vegas that we have not seen in a long time. And we spent most of the evening catching up and hanging out with our friends, so we didn't get to run the houses on repeat. But that's not a bad thing. So I had a great time anyway. I was also quite surprised at how slow it was. This was a Sunday evening in the middle of June, peak vacation time. It was dead, and the longest we waited to go in a house was maybe 5 minutes, like 3 or 4 or 5 groups of people in front of us. That was it. You got to go through in a private group, and it was very spaced out. So that's one thing that made it really different. It is dead in here. There's one other table of people in the bar, like on a Sunday night in June in peak vacation season. It is very, very slow at Horror Unleashed. Then it was time to grab some beer, so I got the Craft House Blood Moon, which I mentioned earlier, with a really interesting draft technique that I have not seen before. But in this particular bar, they had the stage set up for the Jack and Chance show, which was really just a stripped-down version of the Carnival of Carnage, which is a show they've done at HHN Orlando a couple of years. I know they did it at HHN 25, and I think HHN 16 was when they did it the first time. But it's essentially Jack and Chance torturing various game show contestants. This is a really stripped back version. It didn't have all the theatrics, but it did have Jack and Chance. And the actors in Vegas absolutely nailed these characters.
I'm a chili big top, my freak show flame, the one and only, Jack the Clown!
Hey, it's good to be back. I hope you're ready for screams. I hope you're ready for carnage. I hope you're ready for some good old-fashioned murder.
Hell yeah, Jack!
We celebrate the kill. If you're ready to celebrate the kill with us, say, hell yeah, Jack!
Hell yeah, Jack!
And no one loves to kill more than the diva of death, the mistress of malice, the queen of carnage herself, the one, the only Chance.
Oh, thanks, Jackie boy. You really know how to make a girl feel special.
Ooh, and look at all these victims in the audience.
Jack, they're not victims. Not yet. They're a guest. Innocent. Unsuspecting. Guest.
Right! Well, nothing warms my heart more than a room full of strangers trapped together with no visible exits. Welcome, degenerates, to my Dimension Circus, a place for all misfits, freaks, and maniacs. To perform for your sadistic pleasure, and as my victims. Guests, you get a front row seat into the chaos, which brings me to my next act, Conversations with Chaos. And I see a table right over here that's dying to get to know us, yes? What's your name? Bree. Sounds like a cheese. Where are you from, Bree? California. We got a lot of people here from Cali. And what do you do for a living, Bree? Counselor. Who are you counseling? This one? He looks like he needs some work. You might want to keep doing it.
Keep going, right? Got it. Okay, give me a turn. Oh, there's a big party over here. Who wants the mic? Kirsten!
Entertainment's a cruel industry. Shocking, really. up, contestant number 2.
Ooh, looks like this one's dying to perform.
And I hope it kills. Tell everyone what they are. We gave you a body count.
You freaks hated. Ah! You snickering sadist, every last one of you. Okay, Jackson. Jack.
Yeah, what?
Did you want to go?
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Even if you didn't like it, like and subscribe. You never know what may pop up. Some of these old ass videos right here, they may be better than this one. I don't know. I haven't watched them in a long time, but you can go check it out. And in the meantime, go out and do stuff. I can't do all the stuff. I need you to go do stuff too and tell me about it. Tell me about new stuff to go do, because that's what I do. I go do stuff, or at least I try. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Gonna go work on another one. Take care, everybody. See you again soon.